Okay, perfect. We will have the presentation as well. Yeah, perfect. All right. Welcome everybody. Here, a few guys, if I'm not mistaken, it's from as I see in the lamps, and also online. So try to start now and begin with this short presentation we prepared. The basic idea about today's presentation is trying to give you a short glimpse about what's happening right now in terms of in the minds of a VC, and also what do we expect as an investor on the market. Just to give you a short hint, what's going on right now. It's basically just the focus of the global startup scene and the industries where they are active. You can see that currently the most of these companies work on such areas as fintech, as AI, as life sciences and healthcare, which are, of course, it's my phone, sorry. No, it won't disturb us anywhere, sorry. So what I was gonna show you here, that these industries at the top consist of mainly industries which solving the problem of higher capita and first world problems. So basically, as you can see, if you go down a little bit, and then you see maybe at the bottom AgTech and also clean tech, maybe that part which we think would change in terms of number of startups. So what you see at the top is really those areas which are hot right now. And just to talk about a little bit, of course, about ourselves, you can see that our portfolio reflects pretty much the same as the industry itself. So our companies, which are basically scale-ups and going for maybe Series A, Series B right now. So those are companies with a couple of million euros revenue per year. These are the areas where we are active, and we can say that maybe in Europe, and especially in Central Europe, these areas are the typical VC areas of a fund which is not specialized in a certain field. And these are also some examples, like these are the companies which are actually doing probably they are doing their best. It's companies which are really solving these kind of problems, like e-commerce in the middle, or a blockchain technology down there, which solving problems of kind of like a fintech area, and also Comsignia, which is it's a growing company. They have over $5 million revenue for last year, and they are doing such infrastructure, vehicle-to-vehicle and vehicle-to-infrastructure solution to make life in cities and in transportation safer and easier. So these are, I think, those areas where you can say this is not a typical problem of African country or at least or a smaller GDP per capita country. It's really the problems of this kind of developed countries, let's say. So that's what also, of course, that's what we did so far. And what we see here, and this is also related to the problems of today and what's going on in the world. Of course, it's on one side, which is a longer perspective, is the environmental side. Like you can see that food supplies and anything connected to this supply chain is having huge problems and will have even bigger in the near future, according to our understanding and most of the experts. Also, the pandemic situation revealed a lot of how to say weakness of the current economy. Even supply chains outside of the food supplies, and also if you just unfortunately don't have to look too far to see the situation in for example in Ukraine, you can see that it will have much broader effects probably for the economy in the short and middle term. So these challenges will be there and will force probably a lot of stakeholders to think about investments and this area a little bit differently. So that's why we're seeing that in this sense, health tech, clean tech, obviously there is an urge to try to get the fossils and all these energy sources we use right now to get it a little bit back in terms of the reliance on them. All these problems will now, even if for the current situation, will speed up. So that's why we're seeing that this is one area where VCs and the world has to progress. So that's just a quick glimpse, like what we are doing currently. You can see that we do early stage, growth stage, and acquisition targets. This is more like our current way of thinking, but at the end you see that we are currently fundraising and trying to put together a green fund, which is of course focusing on these kind of problems like clean tech and agri-tech problems. And yeah, that's why we are thinking of ourselves as well as an open-ended fund. We listed our portfolio on the stock exchange in Budapest as a first step, and we try to be innovative in this sense as well. And that's why, as I mentioned, that's the reason why we are thinking about the green fund as a new way of investing in these important areas come in the next few years in the world around us. So thank you very much. Obviously, I don't see my phone where I started to count the time. It was only good for ringing, but I hope I didn't go above the 10 minutes. So thank you very much. And if you have any question, please feel free to ask. So, thank you.